The next night Sophie asked Stephanie to stay for the night. Stephanie said, "Sure, I love spending time with you and I know this is a very difficult process to get through. Just know you have me and Peter and his whole family with you." Sophie said, "Thank you so much, Stephanie." Then they shared a kiss and went to bed making love. The next morning I called Sophie and said, "Sophie, you won't believe this, and it's on the TV right now." So Sophie and Stephanie turned on the TV and there was a news coverage in Niagara Falls of a distraught grandson who murdered a shipment crew member over the death of his grandfather, who also never made it out of the ferry, saying that guy sent his grandfather out into Lake Ontario during an earthquake to die in that ferry. Stephanie said, "Oh my God, seriously? Now he made his family pay the price for it over a tragedy, how selfish." I said on the phone, "I know how you feel, Stephanie, about that, Stephanie, and there's no excuse for what he did. Even though he lost his grandfather in that ferry accident, there's still no excuse for it." Sophie said, "What will happen to that man now?" I said, "They're putting him in the mental hospital." Stephanie was like, "They should have putting him in jail," and I said, "Well, Stephanie, he won't be able to hurt no one else in there too." Stephanie said, "All right, I suppose." Meanwhile, Mark was still grieving over his cousin Joseph. Shannon said, "Don't do what I did after I lost my friend Joey in a car accident." "I won't, Shannon, I promise, and you're once again going through another loss." Shannon said, "I know, Mark, but Roxanne would want me to continue enjoying my life, and to be around the people I love." Mark said, "All right, that makes sense, and maybe Joseph would want that for me too." Shannon said, "That's right, Mark.